Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to the channel of upright men and women. The first thing I want to do today is to big up a lovely lady, one of my viewer and subscribers called Dawn Thomas Jones. She was so enthusiastic the other day when I reached my 3rd anniversary on this channel and for reaching 43,000 subscribers. And during her comment, she also mentioned that her birthday was on the would be on the 24th. And I said to myself, I'm going to make a note of this and give her like a big up on her birthday. I don't know where in the world she is. But Dawn Thomas Jones, I took this picture of your WhatsApp profile. I just want to say I hope you have an extremely wonderful day. I appreciate you as much as I appreciate everyone else on this channel. And I do hope you have a very, very wonderful day. Big up yourself, Dawn Thomas Jones. Enough respect. And you mean as much to me as everyone else on this channel. Happy birthday. Guys, me tell you all the while, say, everybody, fi mingle with, Sometimes, fi see some people and pass them. Hi, hello, how is the morning? Beautiful day, whatever, and pass. And everybody to share body fluids with. Be very, very careful. Sometimes you folk some people and you just pick up them crosses. And them crosses stay upon you, the demons depend them, come upon your back and stay with you. And you can't even understand how your life used to go so great and then all of a sudden a pure crosses upon you. Yeah man, people need to be careful. And in saying this, I'm going back to the story of Jiovanni Ellis. That same monster from Dublin who ravished the 9-year-old and ended up killing her. But you see, because of the family that him come out of, his genetic origins, this was bound to happen sooner or later. Because the antecedent of Jiovanni Ellis began from before he was even born. It began from when his parents, his mother, not even his father so much, from his mother, was a little girl. And now I'm going to explain to you people where this all started. Now, Jiovanni Ellis's grandmother, his mother's mother, was a bartender. And when she not tending bars, she was a streetwalker, if you know what I mean. And the mother brought up those 2 little girls. That's Giovanni's mother, which is Lurleen, and her sister, who is called Shernet. Now, Shernet and Lurleen were living very sordid lifestyle from they were young. Their mother was putting them out to man from they were reached the stage of puberty, and at the time they were living in Waterhouse. This was in the 70s. There was also a man who was living in the house who the mother claimed was their father. But Lurleen and Shernet also had a brother, and that brother actually went into a little girl house and ravished the little girl. And them couldn't find him, and they find him months after. But because of that, the mother had to pick up Shernet and Lurleen, who were in their early teens at the time, and run away, go to Portmore, go capture piece of land over a place named Gulf. Because people at that time didn't know tired of what was going on with them in that area. And that was like the last straw. And when they went over there, them never lived no good up life. Them just go over there, get some sticks and boards and pieces of zinc and just set up some little tattoo and just start to live like that. No running water, no proper sanitation or electricity or anything. And it stayed like that for several years. During that time, Those two girls now, Shernet and Lurleen, break away from under the mother's influence because now they were in their teens, early teens. And them start take man upon them own. I mean, using it for as their way of living because they didn't have no career, they didn't get much schooling, and they live, in other words, they would have for them own like a back road over in Gulf before the real back road came into being. And all Lurleen attacks say that she have this man who got her pregnant with Giovanni. Fact is that none of Lurleen kids, it is assumed, got their right father. Because Lurleen was dashing the kitten here, there, and everywhere. And these are things I'm learning from neighbors. Neighbors who grew up with these ladies. And of course, I use the term ladies loosely. So, both of them have a bunch of kids, of fatherless kids. And of course, surprisingly, they had mostly daughters. And of course, as their daughters continued to grow, as they reached puberty, both Lurleen and Shernet start put up out their daughters to men. And that was how they lived. Every man in the area who had like a grocery shop or a shop where them can get things to survive, these women put out their daughters to these men. And it actually increased at the time when Gulf started to develop into Portmore Villa, because where Portmore Villa is take up part of what was known as Gulf, where they had captured the little place. And I hear that when the construction in the area was going on, they would make their daughters trust some pums to the workmen, and they pay on Friday. And that was how it was with the family and how they were living. But it didn't stop there. Shernet also, remember now, Shernet and Lurleen also had brothers. And some of them did come over to Gulf with them at the time. I don't know if the one who had actually catch trouble and it caused them to run away was there at any point. I'm not sure. But their brothers started trouble their sisters' daughters. In other words, Shernet and Lurleen's daughters were being played with by their uncles. And after that, when Shernet and Lurleen's kids grew up and had kids, Shernet and Lurleen's sons started playing with their nieces while they were underage, some very, very young. And these were something that was known to everybody in Gulf and even people in Portmore Villa and even surrounding areas like Independence City. They were known. It was after Shernet's son was caught in the act of playing in one of Lurleen's little daughters that the community take it up on them head and beat him to death and cut off him head and throw it in the street. And to this blessed day, his body cannot be found. And because of the level of brutality that he had done to that child, people did tired of them and people run them out of the community completely, run them out. And that is how they ended up in Joblin. And even while there, the evil never stopped. Shernet's sons were playing with Lurleen's little daughters, and Lurleen's sons were playing with Shernet's little daughters. And because of that, both of these families getting enough cussing. Because anytime one play with the other one's underage kids, each of them defended their sons. And it didn't stop there. Whenever they get into any relationship, these boys, they actually seem to seek out women who have underage kids. And then play with these underage kids. So this is something that is genetic. It is a trait that is embedded in the family's DNA. That's why I always say on this channel, say blood follow vein. Sickle cell, arthritis, heart problem, kidney problem, blood pressure, and all kind of physical ailment follow in a family. You can inherit those from your mother and father. You can also inherit some deep propensities. You love thief, you love rape, you love kill. Also, mental problems run in family too. And worklessness. You can have some family where everybody in a family just workless. Dunceness run in a family. You just have some people where them head can't take book and the entire family of them head just cannot take the book no matter how you try. It's just a mental trait. And that is the reason why I always say be careful who you lay with. Look on Jacquier family, for example. Jacquier is not the only rapist in our family. Other brothers and sisters are mixed up in rape, gun charges, drug running, murder, and all kind of something. The whole brother and sister of them. The only reason why he is known is because he is a famous artist. Look at the Dagpa family. The lady have 4 sons. The 4 of them turned gunman and the 4 of them dead by the gun. I'm just using this to say be careful who you lay with. Do not share your body fluids with just anybody. Respect your body enough to stay away from certain people. Thanks for watching. Like, share, leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.